Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. With my wife and kids, we run an antique shop in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, filled with some of the most unique items we can find. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
From home, honey.
I heard some noise from outside and I thought, well, heck, I should come out and see what's going on. The guys have been hard at work, and what have they done? Well, they've got part of a wall built, and it looks like they're getting the fireproof siding put up. That's the idea, will be to get the wall basically covered and ready to go, and then stand the wall up. Really the easiest way to do it, because it is tight working spaces once they get it erected, once they get it put up. So one wall is coming together, so probably by the end of the day we'll have at least one wall up.
Should be okay, it doesn't matter. The edge of the wall, should be okay. On the edge of the wall.
So will you guys need a hand to lift this thing up when the time comes? It looks like it's gonna be bloody heavy.
Oh, look at all these guys, they're here to go.
Yeah, there we go.
We're leaving shortly.
So-
We're gonna build all the walls first.
Are you gonna do the metal siding too? Like, that comes later?
No.
Okay.
One layer, that's all we're putting on for now. We're
Okay.
gonna lift everything, trusses on, and then we'll feed it with second layer.
The guys have been working hard all day, but there's one problem, one little hitch, and that is that it started pouring. The clouds opened up. Luckily this green board is fairly waterproof because it's glass based, but they are trying to wrap things up and tarp things up and get things put aside. But they got two walls done. The main wall here and the back wall are complete. It's kind of weird. It's like a big Lego kit. Like a big model kit of some sort that they're going to be putting together. So they're doing it walls at a time. So I guess tomorrow, if it's dry, they're going to build the front and then the side wall. I'm going to close the door because it's actually getting wet in here. Once the guys get the other walls up and in place, I'm like face to face with this puppet. I don't like puppets that much. My lights are hidden back there. How you doing? Didn't even buy me dinner first. I am hoping to see that other wall start to go up. Now the big side wall is going to be out of steel, so that's going to be the last one. And then the trusses go on, and you got a building, like I said, a big model kit. So they're about halfway done with the walls already in one day, which is really crazy cool. There's still a lot of work to do, of course, but we're making really great progress. The rain has subsided and it's a new day. It's beautiful. Actually, there's not even a cloud in the sky. I guess they all went somewhere else for the day, which is perfect because I'm headed over to the shop where the guys tell me that they've just about got all the walls built, other than the steel stud wall. And they might actually start putting the things up today, which means we'll start to see the structure actually taking shape today. I'm not sure what the plan is. I've never seen anybody, I've seen movies and stuff about, Amish barn raisings and stuff, and I imagine it'll be something similar where a whole bunch of people pull on ropes or so. I don't know what they're gonna do. They've probably got some system in place, but they're gonna stand the walls up anyway, and it's gonna mean that the structure starts to actually come into play. Now, the one thing we're waiting for still are the trusses. Those are the sections of wood, basically triangular beam sections that hold the roof up. Those are custom built by a truss manufacturer, and they are about a week or so behind schedule. That said, we might be getting them apparently this week or next week. So the roof might even be going on pretty soon. Things sure are taking place quickly. You wait all that time to get your foundation and stuff in, and things start moving along quick. But we'll head over to the shop and see if there's been much progress since last time we were there. Here we are, nice sunny day. And you can see the walls are kind of stacked on each other right now, but we have the whole front of the building is lying down right now. Next to it would be the back wall. Underneath that, this big side wall. And they are going to build a temporary wall along here. This has to be built of steel because of its proximity next to the neighbor's building. But it should get them in a position pretty soon where they can get the trusses on after they get the temporary walls in, and they can plumb everything up, square it all up, that is. But it's surreal almost looking at what's going to be the front of my building just lying here. It looks so small. Well, I guess it's not that small, but it's, you know, it's just so weird to see. So this will be the garage door. You guys see that? And then the man door and the window. It's coming along. Frederick is here.
Good morning.
And today is the day. Well, a day. It's not, I guess it's not like I get the keys, but today is a big day for me because these walls that you've built lying down are pretty soon not gonna be lying down anymore. So what's the plan for today?
Yeah, just relatively simple build here, obviously, but we're just gonna be spinning the walls to where they go and raising them up. So there's nothing.
That's a pretty simple explanation.
There's nothing too crazy about it.
You know, just picking up a giant wall like it's nobody's business. But you are like, what, 6'7" or something like that?
I'm about 6'7", 6'8".
6'7". So I was saying that you could probably just reach all the way up to the top there and just do it yourself. You know, I feel like a little person next to you. I'm 6'1" and I feel small next to you.
Yeah, but I gotta say 5'20", so you gotta think about it, right?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But no, the guys have I guess 3 out of the 4 walls ready to go. And from what I understand, the back wall is going up first.
That's right.
The front wall and then the side wall, and everything kind of gets tied together. There's going to be a temporary wall built along here until we're ready to put the steel structure in. And then trusses come hopefully next week, you said.
End of next week. They're going into production, so that
Okay.
is the delay, if there is one, would be some trusses. But
is that ahead of schedule from what we thought?
yeah, I've pushed them whatever we could. I mean, they're trying their best, right? So
Yeah, because I mean, we're just basically standing here with pinned down walls until the trusses come in. But you know, once the walls go up, it'll look like it'll be like an old Western town, like like a theme park. It'll look like a building, but it won't be. Or when the guy if I could stand in the middle and then the wall falls down and you just miss it by going through a window, we could do some like prank falls. No, maybe that's probably not. That's not probably great for occupational health and safety to be dropping walls.
not ideal. No, definitely not.
Well, I'm excited to see this all go down. So just, I guess in a matter of, I don't know, moments or half hour or something like that, you guys are going to start propping these things up?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, great. Well, I'll be standing by to catch it on film. That's great. Wall is rotated and more or less in place. The next step is going to be hoisting this thing up. They've got some braces and some boards to help do some of the pushing. Once it's raised and hoisted up, they're going to get it held in place while they get the other walls in. I've taken my first step through my doorway. This happens to be on the ground. Pretty soon it'll be standing up though. So this will be the last time this wall is lying down for hopefully many years. I'm just gonna walk out of it. Boop. Oh look, that's my door. Of all the silly things to be happy with, walking through my door for the first time. The guys are just getting some braces in place over there so they can hoist this all up. And incidentally, if I didn't mention it before, this green board that they've put on the wall, which will be standing up, that's a fire resistant graded wall that they use on skinny homes or infill properties. When you have a short distance between houses, it reduces the burn time. So it takes hours to burn through versus, you know, minutes. So it is required when you've got tight spaces in our community here to use that type of board. That's why we're not sheeting those walls in plywood like we did the front, because they required that type of fire resistant property. The next step, the guys are positioning the back wall so it can go into place. And momentarily, I think they're going to stand the back wall up first and come to the front wall and then stand up the side wall. But they have a special sort of jack that goes all the way up to help them with the lifting process. It looks like it just goes on a big long board and works its way up, and that'll help them with the lifting. We've got the wall jack in place. And they do make electrically operated hydraulic wall jacks too. You can just stand back with a button, the wall goes up. But Frederick was saying they don't do framing as often as they'd like to justify the expense. So they're doing it the old-fashioned way, which is just a hand-operated wall jack. We're gonna get some extra braces in there, and then before you know it, this thing will be up. This is a big moment, guys. The wall is going up. The very first wall of my building is going to be standing in moments here. Next up is going to be raising the front wall. They're getting the wall jack in place. They're going to put sticks on the side basically, so once it's in place they can brace it and get it knocked in. This board system here is basically a guide for them where to stop. So you'll push and it'll seat up against this. It basically prevents it from continuing to slide all the way forward. Once it's in place, they'll probably draw a couple of braces back this way until they get the other wall up. But it'd be exciting to see this piece go up because that's going to be the definitive look of the whole building before too long.
I think the weight on this side. A little bit more down. Right there, yeah, that's 8 feet. Oh, a door and window there.
Hey, Sean. As the front wall starts to get raised, Sean has showed up. Every time I see that bike, the one that came out of the Weaver's House series, it looks better and better and better. Like you've polished the heck out of it.
Just with sweat.
Yeah, you got to come out once you're all settled in and see what's going on over here.
Yeah, for sure.
This front wall is so tall that they're having to add extra braces onto the wall jack just to get the height out of it. They're up on the ladder, they're jacking it up, and they're running out of a bit of room, so they're adding some extensions on. Then they're going to continue with the pushing. Looks like they're ready to go. Let's watch and see.
We can put on 3 more.
They've almost got it there, but look, that jack is at full height. They've got nowhere left to go on the wood, and they're still probably have to go about 4 feet before this thing is up and in position. It's going to take a little bit of wiggling to get this thing in place.
I'm gonna go to the end there.
And just like that, we've got a little tiny storefront going on here. It's starting to feel more like a building already. The guys are bracing it up on this side. Well, the guys continue working on the structure, look how cute that is back there. It looks like a little boomtown storefront. It matches my building nicely. Well, they continue getting that all put together. I'm off to go meet my mom for lunch, but I'm going to come back later on so I can kind of see what it looks like at the end of the day once I get the third wall up. Exciting times, guys. I'm actually starting to see some real progress here. It's near the end of the day. It's after dinner. And I've decided to come back to the shop, this time with the family, to see how things have progressed at the shop. Can't really tell from here whether they've done too much more. I guess we'll find out soon. Okay. Well, this looks a little different. Was that there last time, you guys?
There seems to be something here.
I know there's something here. What do you think?
I think there's a building there.
With the snow fencing up, about the only way to get out here to have a look at it is through the magical side door, which will very soon go into the building. It's pretty cool. It feels like a fort. Because I'm just a big kid, and anything that seems like a fort is kind of exciting. But I'm going to do the first walkthrough of the building before it's even up. Now, at some point, there's going to be a transom up top there, above the door. I'm going to walk through, grab the door handle, and in we go. It is kind of it's kind of a weird feeling to be in here, to see these walls starting to go up. It is a lot taller than I remembered planning. It's quite tall. I mean, it is, I think what they said, over 12 feet to the top, and then the ceiling in here will be 12 feet. Not a bad little size. We pulled up and Melissa said it looks like one of those false fronts you'd have on a movie that falls on you. And I said the same thing earlier. Oh, it's so nice to see things starting to take shape back here. I guess they'll be back tomorrow. And they have to frame in this little section here. And start putting the hallway, the attachment points for the hallway, and tie into the existing roof. So very soon, this door I walked through is going to be a hallway. See how that's all shaken down? And when these doors open up, it was all just a theory till it became a reality. When the doors open up like that, that'll go right into the other part of the store. Both doors open up. It'll be perfect. Lots of sunlight in through the big windows and the big glass overhead door. Oh, I can see it all coming together. So what do you guys think?
I think it looks excellent.
Can you start to imagine what it's going to look like now?
Yeah.
What about you, Melissa? You're hiding back there.
Tired.
She's tired. It's been a long day for Melissa, but we have another building pretty soon.
Where's
Before
the
too long.
wall? I'm missing a wall.
I'm missing a wall. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that open for the rain. No, they have to come and put that in. That whole section all along there is going to be made out of metal, so they have to build a temporary wall. And then the next thing would be after the weekend here, the roof goes on. They have been very busy. Yeah, this is a step in the right direction though, guys, right? Well, I am pleased at the progress they've made so far. Again, super happy this little dream is coming true. Aside from the fact that the walls went up, I also got this spiffy cap from our contractor. I guess a little free advertising for him never hurts. So thank you for that. But I'll be back again. We'll check on it and see. I think they're going to be back here again tomorrow to start working on that other wall. So progress aplenty here today. Don't forget to stay tuned for more episodes as this building goes up. You got to see how it's going to turn out. You got to see what image was in my brain when this all started. In the meantime, we will see you soon. Abigail's busy flipping her hair all around behind me. And we are going to head off. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all soon, and bye for now.